speaking clearly, fully saying what you mean in a way that can be understood. As dancers, we speak with our bodies. We want them to be articulate. Through systematically exploring our articulate body, we gain an understanding of fundamental movement principles that can help to mobilize and integrate our articulations at the body level, and in so doing, we develop more clarity in artistic expression.
Breathing is the basis of all movement. Our mind, our nervous system, our muscles are enlivened by oxygen. Full diaphragmatic breathing leads to a sense of inner space, and when this sense of inner space is fully developed, energy can be directed through it into the surrounding space. Since the whole body is connected, it is possible for a kinetic chain of movement to run unimpeded from the foot through the top of the head. Here is one way to check for this continuity through the body. Generate a surge of movement by rocking with the heels, pushing against the floor. The rest of the body responds. Do not rock each body part separately. Let the movement surge upward from the heels. A supple.
As dancers, we must be able to lengthen our legs without locking them. Again, the image of an open tube is useful to facilitate this flow, whether the leg is a supporting one or a gesturing one. The legs. A clear sense of alive verticality through the central axis of our bodies facilitates development of a secure sense of internal support, which frees our joints and limbs for movement. To find the initiation for this internal support system, it is helpful to again locate the hollowing impulse, this time by hanging from the femoral joint with the knees directly beneath the joint.
This ease and aliveness in the vertical is our lifeline as dancers. We ride along it constantly when we rise to releve.
Mobility and freedom in the proximal joints, at our shoulders and hips, are necessary for full enjoyment and total body use. Most of us have limited our range of action through poor movement habits and misconceptions of the movement intent. Let's clarify a few fundamental issues about the large global joints close to our body center. We'll begin with the lower body.
As the leg swings to the back, initiated from the hamstring connection, really send the thigh away from the front leg, opening the space between the thighs. Do not simply swing the lower leg. When you swing your leg correctly, you will feel the connection of the leg up underneath the ribs at the point on the spine of the level of the lowest rib.
Rotation facilitates full mobility and freedom in the femoral joint. Forward and backward action is important, but as dancers, we need a clear understanding of the space around us as well. Rotation allows us to fully use our legs to gesture articulately in this three-dimensional space. Let's locate true rotation in the femoral joint. We have focused separately on the upper body and the lower body, working for full mobility and freedom in the proximal joints. In order to dance fully, however, we need to feel how the upper and lower speak to each other, how they are related and integrated. So let's go back to our knowledge of total body connectedness, the flow and internal breath pathways, and explore the connection between the lower and the upper. Now that we have explored mobility and freedom in the proximal joints and have found connections from the lower body through the internal diagonal to the upper, our bodies are tuned for full three-dimensional movement. Try creating a sense of volume with your whole body. Let's work first embracing around the horizontal, as we did when we were on the floor. But now allow your lower body to mold the space as well.
Diagonals, from down forward left to up back right. Remember, the connection is through your body and out into the space. Try not to separate upper from lower. That would be like a break in the highway. Notice that you might be pulling up inside without enough backness, or pulling back and up, but forgetting the sideness. Either of these tends to flatten the total statement. When you are fully mobile and can enjoy all aspects of space, you are able to fly and fall. Experiment with the figure 8. Let it take you into the air, or into the ground, or into a turn. If you follow one of the loops, it might lead you into spiraling.
Now play with these spiraling and figure 8 movements improvisationally, enjoying your articulate body. As you take this awareness into the dance studio, remember that we have been discussing fundamental movement principles, such as initiation, sequencing, and total body connectedness. The specific movements shown are not ends to be mastered in themselves, but are only possible ways of gaining an understanding of how we can enliven and mobilize our bodies more fully. Change does not happen overnight, and no one becomes a dancer except by dancing. But as we clarify our intent in movement, we facilitate change in muscular patterning, and we enliven our bodies to speak more articulately. We become truly more expressive.